Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading for March 2026. How is it already March already? That's insane to me, but time is flying. Also, I'd like to say happy birthday to those March Aries. But like I said, this is going to be your reading for March. If you've never been to my readings before, how I do them is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause at any moment, it's just kind of me trying to feel out the energy that I'm feeling. That's how I get most of my information. And just a reminder that these are general reads, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, you can check your moon or rising because you could also be in that energy. Just waiting for a card to drop here and then we'll begin. Alright, Aries. What a great card to get for your upcoming season. You got Expect Miracles. Your message. Miracles occur naturally. They're always ready to unfold, and your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen, or you're praying hard for something, this card brings you the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. To realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles, and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles, and they are happening all the time. And the miracles that you need doesn't need to be a difficult one, because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. Place yourself in a golden light and remember the light of God is within you, right there in the heart of your being and in your soul. Good things can happen for you, but in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it is possible. You could be seeing the miracle you need as impossible, or even too big for you to achieve, but ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening. So change that now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open the mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it's already in your life and feel grateful for your blessings, and you will allow miracles you deserve to unfold. Sorry, they just want me to check the mic real quick, so I just want to see, make sure. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, there's something weird that was just telling me to check the mic, so I was going back to it, Aries. But let me pull some cards and kind of feel out this energy for you. Energy's really flying for you. Okay, we'll stop there. I'm already feeling some energy, but let me just feel a little bit more for you. March is a mind game. It's this energy that I'm kind of naturally getting right away. There's a lot of swords present in your reading. It has to do with the mind, logic. A lot of the cards here deal with kind of thieving from yourself and from someone else maybe doing it to you at the same time. It's interesting because we have the Ace of Cups coming out sideways here. When the Ace of Cups or any card comes out sideways, for me, it means energy can go either way. It means personal choice is involved here. So it feels like there's something here emotionally that we're still holding on to. I have the Four of Pentacles. For some reason with this card, they said stomach problems. So some of you might be having stomach problems right now. I'm just like kind of hyper fixated on this one pentacle in the middle. And it might be holding on to something. So that might be some space where you're holding on to energy here. But the Ace of Cups is a really amazing card. It's beautiful energy. Again, it's coming out sideways. So choice is yours on this. It's like, are we going to kind of look at this as a new emotional beginning for us? Are we going to start connecting to our emotions? Are we going to start to release our emotions? As you see, the water is kind of overflowing. flowing, it's splashing over, it's getting back and cycling through into the water here, or it can be interpreted that the water is shooting up into the cup and filling the cup here for you. When it's in the reverse, it means we're just in an emotional upheaval. This energy of could be breakups, could just be emotional stress. So we really want to keep this card up, right? We really want our emotions to flow right now and be open to them. I know Aries, it could be kind of hard to. It's funny because people don't see Aries as very emotional, but they are, they're the number one in the astrology here, right? In the zodiac chart. They are this force, they are this nature, but they are also have this kind of part of them that's super, super emotional. They're like the water signs of the fire signs. And so it's like being open to that, to allowing that to release, to being open to that here, Aries, and not holding on to so much. Because again, there's this energy here of we're holding on to energy. It feels like holding on to maybe sadness, holding on to, if you had a breakup recently, this could be like the breakup energy. And they really need you to kind of release all of this before these kind of miracles come in. Because right now it just seems you might be a little bit too in your head. Okay, the Eight of Swords is coming out sideways here as well. When it's in the upright, the Eight of Swords is this energy of that we are stuck in our brain. We put in these barriers that we are stuck, right? There's no escape from this. This is just our reality. But the swords are all around her here, and she can basically untie herself whenever she wants. She can cut herself free. Also, the blindfold around her eyes is loose, so it can blow away if a wind gust comes. So she is not trapped, but she just thinks she is trapped because she cannot see the escape. She cannot see the way out here. When it's in the reverse, it's like, no, we're not allowing that mindset here to stop us. We're not allowing this mindset of, there's no escape and this is forever. Nothing's going to get better. Nothing is going to change here, right? It's like, no, that is not true. There's no way of knowing that. There could be a solution. There could be a possibility here for me. So staying in that energy, right, of it in the reverse is going to be really important for you, because I see this stress with this Nine of Swords here and the Seven of Swords. You just feel like something's being taken from you right now. Or if it's someone that you are dealing with and you feel like you were cheated from someone, it's just like kind of really, they took from me. It feels like this energy. They took from me, they took from me, they took from me. But it's keeping you up at night, right? It's keeping this energy attached to you, it feels like, is this energy that I'm feeling here. Feeling attached to you in a way. So we want to kind of be able to release and let this stuff go. Because you holding on to it is holding on to that energy, holding on to that pain of this kind of Seven of Swords. And we don't really want that. We need to just release it and be ready for a new here. That's been a lot of my readings. That's been a lot of what kind of the universe has been saying, is to really release all that kind of energy for a lot of signs, for a lot of people, because we don't want to be in this Nine of Swords. We won't want to be in this space of anxiety, of constant overthinking, of not being able to sleep at night because our mind's just rolling here. It's just not worth it. And it feels like you were like, I feel like I was almost cheated from this new beginning, or this kind of drive, or this kind of fire for something new here. But that fire is still going to be here. It's just like we need to overcome this first, and then we can kind of bring in this new opportunity, this new passion, this new drive, because you can't carry this with you moving forward. Is this energy that I'm feeling for you. So that's why you might be over emotional right now. That's why you might be trying to work on your kind of emotions here, rid some of this energy that is kind of staying within you here. I have the Ten of Pentacles. You thought something was going to maybe be your happily ever after, but you kind of realized it's not here, and that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. The worst thing you can do, though, is this Hangman energy, is not allow the time for it to kind of release. We have the Hangman energy in the reverse, which means we are impatient here, right? We are like, okay, I'm ready. Here we go. I'm ready for this big thing to happen. I'm ready for this new thing to come in. But this is saying, hey, you're being impatient. You haven't let it all go yet. You haven't released it all. That's what the Hangman is all about. It's a time of pause, a time of stillness, a time to reflect, not a time of action, right here. So it's saying here that we're being a little bit impatient. We're just like, yeah, I want to be past this part already. But that's not the way how energy works. That's not how energy really moves through us sometimes. Sometimes it can be very slow, and we live in such a reactive world where we want everything instantaneous. We can ask for anything, messages, text messages, but energy is foundational. It was here before technology. And it moves a lot slower, right? It's not like the seasons go, winter, spring, summer, fall, done. and it's like end of the year. No, it's a cycle. It moves out of one into the other. So finding this flow state for you, right? Understanding that this is a time for you for this energy to release, so that better energy can come in, to new things can come in for you, will be super, super helpful. I think you'll have a clear mind after with this Eight of Swords, and we have this Knight of Swords here as well, right? You're not stuck. You are moving forward, and I feel like this is why this card is coming out sideways. This card is like, we're going into battle, full speed ahead. It is an action card, and I just said you're being impatient, but it's not the action that you think it is here. When it's in the reverse, it just means we're in this kind of stuck energy. And they're just telling me with this card, it's just saying you are moving forward. You don't see it, but this is all kind of happening beneath the surface. It's like energetically, and you can't really be like, maybe some of you can, but on like social media, you're like, I'm energetically changing. Like, I know you guys can't see that, but just so you know, I'm energetically changing. It doesn't work like that, right? We don't really see those as accomplishments, but we really need to start to. We really need to give them as much love and attention as we would an accolade, as we would an award, as we would, going on a trip. You're like, I'm transmuting a lot of energy right now. And it's going to be so helpful for you because you're just getting it out. And it feels like that here as well. Maybe some of you need to look up like, kind of quartz ceremonies. Yeah, look at the solar plexus and the sacral chakra if you do chakra work, because they're just giving me in this area for you, Aries. You need to look at that area. Okay. But you're going to be a lot clearer once you kind of see that, once you allow yourself that space to rid yourself of some of this energy. I have the Three of Wands coming out here sideways, which is energy of, again, it can go either way, right? Your shifts are coming in, or we have to go back to the drawing board here. The thing with the Three of Wands, it's a bit slower than the Two of Wands, so the ships are in the distance, but it's this intuitive feeling that they're coming towards us, so things are coming towards us. And it's just like, I have that intuition, I have that thought process here, and so I know that it's on the way, so I can keep doing what I'm doing because it's already out there. It being sideways for me is you're kind of being like, I don't know kind of what I should do or where I should go. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, which is just saying energy is not spinning in your favor right now, and that might be causing you some kind of emotional upheaval. It might be causing you to turn to vices. Could be things like drugs, alcohol, food, sex, just anything that's like not in moderation, right? This is kind of our vices card because we are not feeling emotionally content. We are not feeling emotionally happy, and that's understandable in times with this Wheel of Fortune, in times when things aren't going your way, aren't spinning in your favor. But we can't feed into that wheel anymore, right? We can't give that wheel more momentum to turn downwards, or else we go into a downward spiral. So this is kind of the time for you to really work on your emotional well-being and work on releasing a lot of emotion. Again, if this is a time to watch sad movies and cry, it is. If you are crying, don't judge yourself. This is a great time to cry. It's a great time to release because it just feels like stuff wants to purge out of you. Would be a great time to go to kind of like a Reiki healer if you know someone that does that, who you trust. I think it's very important, especially when someone's meddling in your energy. There has to be the sign of trust there. But the High Priestess is saying, coming out sideways here, again, another choice involved. It's like we listen to our instincts or we don't, It's like we listen to our gut feeling, or we kind of allow our mind to kind of take control here and then go all over the place. And the King of Wands is just, in the reverse, is just saying we're not in our good place right now. We're not in an energy where we're feeling creative, we're feeling ourselves, we're feeling kind of abundant. And that's okay, because again, we're working our way to there. So if you've come to this reading and you're just like, oh great, just more like mental stress, look, you have to look into it in the other way. You have to look into it as not this energy of, oh, it's going to be like this again, because that is feeding this. That's feeding this downward spiral, right? And you don't want to do that here. You want to get back to your energy. You want to get back to kind of this good place. I'll be honest with you, Aries. I literally had a moment, you know, in the last 3 days where, or sorry, not 3 days, but maybe like 3 days ago, but 3 days where I woke up crying. I woke up bawling. I was just so emotional. And my first thought was like, what is wrong with me? You know, what is going on? But then I was like, no, that thought, my body's working through something, you know, I'm working through these emotions, I'm working through this energy, I'm releasing this energy. So it's great. It's like a positive thing, and you kind of reframe it like that. Again, this is some of the sadness, this pain, this heartache. It's trying to get out of there. It's trying to rid itself. With this Hermit card, Virgo energy, it's all about kind of in solitude. And this is the thing about this Hermit card. Yes, it means like solitude, it means being alone, but it doesn't mean not connecting with other people. It means that kind of shadow work, that inner work, you know, that time to be like, okay, what's going on here? You know, what's being brought up for me right now? It's really taking that light, this lantern that he's holding, to your body. And you can see he's kind of holding it in the exact same place I'm saying that there is this energy that's stuck here. So time to kind of illuminate that energy. What is going on here? What am I holding on to? What is it that I need to let go? Again, cord cutting meditations are on YouTube. They'll be really good for you here. Chakra balancing, especially putting on sounds for those specific chakras, will be kind of really important for you, I think, in this March, to help just rid some of that energy. It keeps showing me the sacral. Start if you're thinking where to start with your sacral chakra. They're showing me, and then that will help like start moving your solar plexus here as well. Okay, good to know. There might be some word, conversation, or news coming in for you in the month of March. There's also kind of maybe withholding information. Maybe you feel like there's just an energy of withholding information. But I have that Fool card in reverse, which is like being scared of a new beginning, being scared to leap here. I have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the energy of someone, you know, taking, not really someone being a grounded presence. This is also someone that was maybe very money motivated. Here I have the Four of Wands, which is leaving home or leaving a home state behind. And I have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is you, that fire sign energy coming out again. I feel like there might be I don't know, it feels like a little bit of I'm getting kind of multiple things, so I don't really like this energy of this King of Pentacles in reversed. I'm just trying to feel it out. Because it feels like for some people, it feels like worrying too much about like money. It's like thinking, you know, you're just like, oh, I need more money. I need to stockpile more money here. Like more money needs to come into my life. But with the way the world is going and the universe is going, it's so much is changing that it feels like you kind of shouldn't be even thinking about that right now. But I'm also getting this weird energy of someone maybe offering you something, maybe someone a little bit you know, more well off, like a trip or like a destination, and that feels not good. That feels kind of dark. So I say just watch for that, okay? And it feels like kind of with this Fool card energy, yes, it's kind of a, you know, why not? But there might be something here about listening to that feeling of being like fearful of, you know, stepping into the unknown, because there's some energy around here that I'm not loving. Again, it feels like it means different readings for some people. If you are someone where it's like someone is offering you to take you somewhere and you're like, oh, this is too good to be true, just watch for that. because there's something that feels like being withheld from you in that information. But again, for some of you, it just feels like more of like a money block in a way. Just like you're not allowing that money to kind of flow in and out of your life because you're so worried about it stockpiling, okay? But again, you have to expect miracles, so something is definitely changing here for you. I'm just going to pull some oracle cards just to finish your reading here, Aries. So you have hold your vision. And this is not like, what I feel with this hold the vision is, you know, not letting your head kind of get in your way at this point. Hold that a new beginning is coming for you, that this Ace of Cups is coming from you, that the Ace of Swords is coming for you here, and hold that. Feel like you're really releasing that here. You also got baby steps, which I'll read for you. Action, and it's like follow your intuition before it makes sense. You're being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling, to start from where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-fed life, led life, because they're waiting to know the destination before they're taking the first steps. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul always is calling us every moment and every day. The way to find yourself living in harmony with the cosmos is to listen to your soul's baby calls and whispers each and every day. To take grounded action in the direction of those calls and whispers. You're being encouraged to start small, bite-sized, to put one foot in front of the other, to do one thing every day and break things down to achievable tasks. Time on Earth goes slower than other planets. This may be frustrating for starseeds, who can expect a faster pace of manifestation. We were talking about this with the Hangman, right? This impatience that we're feeling, right? Things are moving, things need time. Thus, give up before the seeds have begun to sprout. If you resonate with that, it's time to opt for consistency over urgency. Time to take baby steps in the direction of your calling, and to remember that you don't need to have it all figured out or know exactly where the path is leading you. You don't have to know every single step along the way before you set out on this great journey. You just need to take the first step. What's one simple baby step you can take in the direction of your soul's calling? And I feel like this is kind of all, again, about that kind of emotional, you know, what is it here that I'm letting go of? What is it that I'm moving away from here? And how can I kind of be into like more of a space of peace? All right, Aries, that was your March reading. I hope it helped.